Have you ever given someone good advice? Clear, simple, helpful, and they still didn't take it? Or worse, they got defensive? People don't avoid advice because they're stubborn. They avoid it because advice doesn't just give direction. It triggers identity, ego, old wounds, hidden fears, and the deep human need for autonomy. And once you see what's actually happening beneath the surface, you'll understand why advice feels heavier than it sounds. Let's break open the psychology of advice avoidance and why humans resist guidance even when they know it could help them. Imagine someone saying, "You should do this." The moment that word lands, should, the brain lights up with a feeling most people never notice consciously. Reactance. The urge to protect autonomy at all costs. Advice doesn't just tell you what to do, it tells you that someone else might know better. For many people, that's enough to trigger an internal shutdown. This is why people push back, even against gentle suggestions. It's not logic, it's survival. It's the brain saying, "I decide who I am, not you." Here's the uncomfortable truth no one likes to admit. Advice implies imperfection. Even when it's spoken with kindness, it carries a hidden message. You're not handling this well. For someone with fragile self-esteem or perfectionistic wiring, that message burns. The brain instantly shifts from learning to defending. You think I can't handle it. You're judging me. You don't understand my situation. And once shame takes over, logic leaves the room. So the problem isn't the advice, it's what the advice symbolizes. People don't avoid advice because it's wrong. They avoid it because it hurts, emotionally. Common reactions are fear of judgment, fear of appearing weak, fear of disappointing someone, fear of changing something comfortable, and emotional discomfort always wins against rational improvement. Always. Some people grew up in homes where advice sounded like criticism, control, humiliation, lectures, comparisons. So as adults, they're not reacting to the present moment. They're reacting to years of being told you're doing it wrong. Advice becomes a trigger, not guidance. This is why even the softest suggestion can feel like an attack to someone who's been criticized their whole life. Many people secretly live by one rule: I should be able to figure this out myself. It's pride, it's identity, it's fear of incompetence, and it's the belief that needing help equals failure. Ironically, the people who resist advice the most are often the ones who put the highest pressure on themselves to appear strong. This part is subtle but powerful. A strong person avoids advice that implies vulnerability. A free spirit avoids advice that implies restriction. A smart person avoids advice that suggests they missed something. A helper avoids advice because they're supposed to be the fixer, not the one who needs fixing. We don't reject advice, we reject what it says about who we are. Here's the real psychological twist. If you accept someone's advice, you're now responsible for acting on it. And if you act on it, you might fail. Rejecting advice becomes a shield against accountability. Why try if trying means you might prove yourself wrong? A lot of people talk about their struggles not to get answers, but to feel understood. When you respond with advice instead of empathy, you break the emotional contract. They weren't asking, "What should I do?" They were asking, "Do you hear me?" And when that need isn't met, resistance kicks in. Even helpful advice costs energy. Planning, committing, changing habits, confronting fears, risking discomfort. If someone is already overwhelmed, they'll avoid advice just to conserve emotional resources. Advice that contradicts what a person already believes feels wrong, even if it's right. Confirmation bias does the rest. This is why people say, "It's different for me." You don't understand. It's not that simple. They're not rejecting the advice, they're reinforcing their worldview. So why does knowing this matter? Because once you understand the psychology behind advice avoidance, you stop seeing resistance as stubbornness and start seeing it as self-protection. Humans stay open to guidance when they feel seen, respected, autonomous, emotionally safe, free from judgment. When advice honors these needs, people listen. When it doesn't, they won't, no matter how good the advice is. So the next time someone avoids your advice, remember, they're not ignoring wisdom, they're defending identity, dignity, and autonomy. And if you want them to listen, don't push harder. Create safety, create curiosity, create connection. Because people don't stay for information, they stay when they feel something. Validation, pension, relief, surprise, recognition.